Eric Thomas on overcoming fear and embracing growth. In the quiet corners of our minds, where fears often hide, we all have stories of times when we felt paralyzed by the unknown, when the prospect of growth seemed too daunting to even attempt. It's here, at the precipice of our comfort zones, that the true essence of overcoming fear and embracing growth is born. Let me tell you this, dear viewers, because I believe deeply that within each of us lies the potential to transform those fears into fuel for our unstoppable journeys towards becoming the best versions of ourselves. You might be wondering, how do I find the courage to push through my fears? The answer is simpler than you think. It begins with understanding that fear is not an enemy but a friend. Yes, you read that right. Your fears are there for a reason. They are your guides, your warning systems, your compasses pointing towards what needs to be addressed. The challenge isn't to eliminate fear, but to learn how to navigate it, harness its energy, and use it as a stepping stone to greater heights. Here's something you should know about Eric Thomas, a motivational speaker who has spent decades sharing his journey and wisdom with millions around the world. Eric's story is one of relentless pursuit, of facing his own fears head-on, and of turning them into powerful catalysts for change. He once shared a profound insight during a TEDx talk, saying, "Fear is the greatest obstacle to growth. You can't grow without fear." This resonates deeply with me, because it aligns with the very core of my own experiences and beliefs. Let me share a personal anecdote with you. A few years ago, I was invited to speak at a local event, but the thought of public speaking terrified me. My mind would race with the worst-case scenarios, how I might forget my lines, stumble over words, or embarrass myself in front of a crowd. Yet, Eric's words echoed in my mind, reminding me that fear is merely a feeling and that growth requires stepping out of our comfort zones. So, I took a deep breath and decided to face my fear. I practiced relentlessly, wrote down my speech, and rehearsed it multiple times. On the day of the event, I stepped onto that stage with confidence, and much to my surprise, it wasn't nearly as scary as I had imagined. I connected with the audience, shared my message, and left the room feeling empowered. This experience taught me that every time we confront our fears, no matter how small they may seem, we build resilience and strength. We discover new facets of ourselves and learn to trust the process of growth. As Eric puts it, the more you fear, the more you grow, and the more you grow, the less you fear. Now, let's dive deeper into how we can harness the power of fear to propel us forward. One of the most effective strategies is to reframe our relationship with fear. Instead of seeing it as a negative force, we can view it as a necessary component of our journey towards self-improvement. Here, how? 1. Acknowledge your fears. The first step is to acknowledge what you're afraid of. Recognizing your fears allows you to understand their root causes and begin addressing them. Eric suggests that we ask ourselves questions like, what am I scared of? Why am I scared of it? What am I really afraid of? 2. Embrace the unknown. Fear thrives on uncertainty, so embracing the unknown can help diminish its grip on us. Take calculated risks, try new things, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Remember, mistakes are opportunities for learning and growth. 3. Visualize success. Before embarking on any endeavor, visualize yourself succeeding. Imagine crossing the finish line, achieving your goals, and receiving the recognition you deserve. Visualization can create a mental map that guides you through the challenges you face. 4. Seek support. Surround yourself with people who encourage and support you. Having a network of friends, mentors, or coaches who believe in your capabilities can significantly amplify your courage and resilience. 5. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when faced with fear. Understand that it's okay to feel scared sometimes, and it's perfectly normal to struggle. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you offer a close friend. 6. Focus on progress, not perfection. Set realistic goals and celebrate every small victory along the way. Perfectionism can paralyze you, whereas focusing on progress helps keep you motivated and moving forward. 7. Take care of yourself. Physical and emotional well-being are crucial for managing fear effectively. Make sure to get enough sleep, exercise regularly, eat nutritious foods, and engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. By implementing these strategies, you can transform your relationship with fear, making it a tool for growth rather than a roadblock to success. Remember, the path to growth is rarely linear. There will be setbacks, doubts, and moments of doubt, but with each step you take, you are closer to becoming the person you aspire to be. As we conclude this exploration into overcoming fear and embracing growth, let's reflect on a final thought from Eric Thomas. Growth is the result of failure, pain, and fear. Without any of those, you wouldn't grow. So embrace them. Don't be afraid of them. Use them as fuel. My dear viewers, I urge you to take this message to heart. Embrace your fears and watch as they transform into the driving forces behind your growth and success. Remember, the journey to becoming the best version of yourself starts with the courage to face your fears head-on. So, step into the unknown and let your fears become your greatest allies on your quest for greatness. Here's to your transformation, to your growth, and to your unstoppable journey.